The air around me was serene, filled with the faint sound of rustling leaves and chirping birds. Buddha sat calmly under the shade of a magnificent Bodhi tree. His eyes radiated compassion as he observed my curious gaze. You seek meaning. But meaning is found in simplicity, Buddha began, his voice resonating like a gentle stream. Master, I began, my voice trembling. My thoughts race ceaselessly, and I cannot escape their grip. I asked, what is simplicity? Master? Life, untangled from desires, becomes simplicity, he answered, pausing to let his words settle into the rhythm of my thoughts. My mind raced, conjuring images of my own tangled existence, woven with aspirations and fears. But how does one untangle themselves? Buddha replied, by seeing attachments not as chains but as transient shadows, his gaze unwavering, piercing the depths of my soul. A subtle breeze accompanied his answer, carrying the scent of distant blossoms. The words seemed heavy yet light, commanding my focus as I struggled to comprehend their depth. I asked, how do shadows help one to see? Buddha's gaze softened like the early morning dew glistening upon untouched grass. Shadows allow us to appreciate the light, he said. Without shadows, light loses its meaning. The simplicity of his answer stirred something deep within me, like ripples on a calm pond. He gestured toward a fallen leaf resting upon his palm. This leaf held to its tree, finding life in its connection, he said. I observed the leaf's delicate veins, connecting its entirety in perfect harmony. The moment it detaches, the leaf ceases to grow. Yet, its journey isn't meaningless. It nourishes the soil below, Buddha explained. His words illustrated the cycle of attachment and release, weaving a story of existence in my heart. I asked, what is the tree for us? The tree is truth, the soil is impermanence, and the leaf is our fleeting self, Buddha revealed with profound clarity. Each syllable he spoke was a seed planted within my mind, blossoming into questions of my own. He studied me with compassionate patience as I wrestled with newfound realizations. What if one fears impermanence? I asked hesitantly, my vulnerability exposed. Buddha smiled, his radiance undiminished by my apprehensions. Fear arises from the ego that clings to permanence, he said. Understanding impermanence liberates the soul. The warmth of his presence melted the icy grip of my fears, replacing them with understanding. I asked, how does one begin to understand? Buddha's eyes gleamed like twin lanterns illuminating a darkened path. By observing without judgment, one begins, he said. The simplicity of his words echoed through the chambers of my mind, each sentence shaping my perception. Buddha reached for a pebble and placed it gently upon my palm. This pebble is an atom of impermanence, he said. Notice its weight, its texture, its presence. I studied the pebble, feeling its smooth surface and cold touch. My thoughts swirled in a symphony of existence, impermanence, and interconnectedness. Every form has a purpose. Every purpose a dissolution, Buddha whispered, his voice melding with the breeze. His presence magnified the clarity of his teachings, like sunlight revealing the details of a dusty room. Buddha glanced toward the horizon, where the hues of dawn melted into the blue canvas of the sky. He gestured toward the rising sun. The sun rises not for the sun itself but for all that flourishes. Under its light, Buddha spoke. His words carried the weight of universal truth, and my spirit swelled with gratitude. I said, but what about the darkness? Darkness is neither to be feared nor worshipped, Buddha replied. It balances light, granting existence its equilibrium. His gaze lingered upon me, tender and yet piercing. I asked, what is balance in our lives? Balance is achieved when one ceases to divide existence into opposites, Buddha explained. Embrace both and transcend duality. My heart felt heavy with understanding. As though the universe was filling it with lessons beyond measure, his teachings felt fluid, dissolving the boundaries of my mind and expanding the horizons of my awareness. Buddha motioned for me to sit beside him under the Bodhi tree. The ground was cool, the grass soft beneath me as I joined him in contemplative silence. Each breath carries life, and each exhale lets life go, Buddha said. Observe your breath, it mirrors existence. I felt my chest rise and fall, noticing the rhythm that connected me to every living being. I asked, how does breathing connect us? Buddha answered, breath is shared among all, a thread in the tapestry of interconnectedness. I marveled at the simplicity of his truth. His teaching was clear, and yet every answer seemed to unlock endless questions. My curiosity knew no bounds. I asked him, how does one live mindfully without losing themselves in the chaos of the world? Buddha replied, living mindfully doesn't require abandonment of chaos, but understanding chaos as part of the whole. His insight wrapped itself around my understanding like a blanket of comfort, as his words resonated. The Bodhi tree seemed to shimmer under the sunlight, the shadows weaving their wisdom into my thoughts. Buddha's calm presence carried timeless truths, and my heart embraced them with newfound appreciation. The air vibrated with clarity, freeing me from the entanglements of ignorance. Buddha looked into the distance, his gaze not constrained by time or space. This moment is timeless. This moment is all, he said. I felt the profound truth in his observation, a truth not tied to any era or individual. The world seemed to fade, leaving only Buddha's words and my thoughts to dance in harmony. The teachings reside within you now, Buddha concluded. Carry them not as weight but as lightness in your journey. I bowed with reverence, absorbing his wisdom. Under the Bodhi tree, Buddha's presence imparted a sense of serenity that transcended the passage of time. Each sentence carved pathways into my soul, illuminating my existence with understanding. As his words settled into silence, the universe seemed to echo their timeless wisdom. Another day, another lesson awaited under the infinite canopy of the Bodhi tree's embracing shade. The morning air buzzed with life, each whisper of wind promising new truths yet to be unraveled. Buddha sat cross-legged, his eyes half closed, as though observing both within and beyond the visible. Master, yesterday your words spoke of balance, I began, kneeling before him with a mind eager yet burdened. But within myself, balance eludes me, I admitted. Buddha's gaze found mine, his presence an anchor amidst my turbulent confessions. You grasp for balance as though it is a treasure buried far, Buddha said. Yet it dwells within you. His answer was serene, effortlessly profound, weaving possibilities from the fibers of my uncertainties. I asked, how do I recognize its presence? Through stillness, the dust of distraction settles, revealing the essence hidden beneath, he explained with calm precision. A bird's soft trill punctuated his words, the harmony of nature adding weight to their simplicity. But what is the nature of this essence? I asked. It is neither joy nor sorrow, but awareness of their dance, Buddha replied, hands motioning as if cradling invisible truths. My thoughts tangled themselves in the concept, straining against the unfamiliarity of such clarity. He leaned forward, gathering the scattered leaves around him. These leaves, though strewn apart, all return to the soil's embrace, he said, his voice imbued with quiet reverence. Within the soil, they find unity. I observed the earth beneath his hands, the patient vessel for all that falls. What unites these elements, Master? I questioned, sensing the depths of interconnectedness he wished me to grasp. Buddha smiled, his stillness radiating an energy that seemed to speak on his behalf. Compassion binds all, for it recognizes itself in everything, he said. His words enveloped me like a warm, unseen light, urging me to confront my own unyielding separations. How does one nurture compassion? I inquired, my voice trembling under the weight of my incomplete understanding. Buddha lifted a flower from his side, the colors vivid and alive. Compassion blooms when the soul neither clutches nor refuses but simply allows, he spoke. Holding the flower delicately, every petal is sustained by roots unseen. I marveled at the intricate design, the invisible threads uniting this fragile existence into radiant wholeness. I asked, is compassion not overwhelmed by the suffering it encounters? Buddha's gaze deepened, as though he were seeing through my very being. Compassion recognizes suffering but does not bind itself to its chains, he answered. His voice carried a steady rhythm, like waves brushing gently against a rocky shore. Suffering, like all forms, is impermanent, he added. I whispered the word impermanence, tasting its bittersweet truth against the walls of my mind. Must one reject suffering then? I wondered aloud. Buddha's silence lingered, giving space for his answer to emerge naturally. Rejection is born of fear. Embrace, however, is born of understanding, he eventually said. The moment seemed timeless, each word etched into the fabric of my awareness. How do we embrace suffering without succumbing? I asked, unsure if my human frailty could meet his wisdom. Buddha gently touched his chest, an act that magnified the significance of his reply, by letting it teach us where love is absent, guiding love to fill the void. I pondered his response as the sun began to filter through the Bodhi tree's leafy arms, illuminating his serene profile. And what if love falters? I ventured, voicing the fears buried deep within me. His expression softened further, reflecting an infinite well of compassion. Love falters only when mistaken as a possession, Buddha said. True love flows freely, unbounded by conditions or desires. His explanation unraveled the knots of my insecurities. Though the path ahead still appeared steep and winding, Master, the world is vast, and my fears are many, I confessed, seeking refuge in his unshakable presence. Buddha's fingers traced patterns in the soil, his gestures bearing the wisdom of countless lifetimes. A single candle dispels the vastest darkness, he said. What is the candle in us, Master? I pressed, eager for the illumination his words promised. Buddha replied, it is awareness, unwavering and unending, that lights the way. A sense of quiet understanding began to stir within me. Awareness, I repeated, the word becoming both question and resolution. Buddha nodded, his affirmation as gentle as the leaves swaying above. Awareness sees, accepts, and transforms, he said. It is the seed, the flower, and the fruit. I felt as though the veil of ignorance was lifting, revealing glimpses of truths long obscured. What if one struggles to see through their veils? I asked, humbled by my own struggles. Buddha gestured toward a nearby stream, its surface shimmering under sunlight. Still the waters, and reflection becomes clear, he said, pointing to the stream that flowed freely, untroubled by obstacles. How do we still the waters of our mind? I questioned, eager to learn the practices hidden in his wisdom. Buddha's reply was measured, each word deliberate and precise. Through mindfulness, rooted in breath, action, and thought, he said, each moment becomes a step toward clarity. His answer resonated deeply, as though anchoring my existence in the present. Another bird's call echoed through the air, its simplicity reflecting the profound harmony around us. Even the smallest bird sings its truth without fear, Buddha said. Truth does not require validation, only presence. Master, what is the truth we must seek? I asked, knowing his answer would shape my journey further. Buddha's smile widened slightly, an acknowledgement of the question's importance. The truth is neither sought nor found, for it is always here, he said. His words challenged my relentless pursuit of answers, urging me instead to awaken to what already existed. How does one awaken to such truth? I asked, feeling both awe and trepidation. Buddha gestured toward the horizon where the mountains touched the sky, by walking the path without haste or hesitation, each step imbued with purpose, he explained. The simplicity of his words bore the weight of endless wisdom, and I found myself drawn to their gentle strength. The day wore on, the light shifting in tone as if to mark the passage of this timeless dialogue. Master, I began again. What is the end of this path you describe? Buddha's gaze seemed to extend beyond time itself. The end is not a destination but the full realization of the journey, he said. I let his words anchor themselves within me, creating space for new understandings to unfold. Buddha rose slowly, his movements mirroring the grace of his teachings. Now, go and carry these seeds within you, he said. Let them grow through practice, patience, and love. I bowed deeply, my heart filled with reverence, humility, and gratitude. The day concluded as it had begun, under the wisdom of the Bodhi tree. Another day, another journey unfolded under the watchful gaze of the Bodhi tree. The morning carried whispers of tranquility and hope. Buddha's presence was steady, his calm radiating an unmatched serenity. I approached him with thoughts heavy and questions unresolved. Master, I began, kneeling upon the soft grass. Yesterday you spoke of the path and its teachings, but my steps falter. Buddha's gaze met mine, imbued with understanding yet firm, like the mountains visible in the distance. Faltering is but a sign of growth, Buddha said. It shows your awareness stirring. His words carried the weight of timeless truths, each syllable embedding itself deeply within me. But how does growth manifest? I asked, searching for clarity in the vastness of his wisdom. Buddha gestured toward the flowing stream nearby. Growth manifests like water carving through stone. With persistence and humility, he replied, his voice resonating with conviction. I watched the stream tumble over obstacles, unhindered yet deliberate in its journey. And yet, obstacles remain steadfast, I observed. Steadfastness is not a hindrance, but an opportunity for transformation, Buddha said, his expression unchanged yet profoundly illuminating. Transformation, I echoed, the word resonating like an unfamiliar melody within me. But how does one transform? I asked. Buddha's eyes shone with clarity as he replied, by accepting what is, not rejecting what seems insurmountable. His answer was simple yet powerful, pulling at the threads of my understanding. I asked, but what if one feels trapped? Trappedness arises from resistance to change, Buddha said. Freedom lies in aligning with the flow, not battling the currents. His teachings rippled through my consciousness, weaving insights into my fragmented perceptions. How does one align? I asked. By observing with an unclouded heart, free from judgment and attachment, Buddha explained. The words resonated as though nature itself amplified his wisdom. He lifted a stone from the ground, holding it before me with reverence. This stone, Buddha began, is neither good nor bad. It simply exists, holding truths that require no validation. I studied the stone, its texture raw yet peaceful, untouched by the complexities I assigned to existence. What are the truths of the stone? I questioned. The truths are universal. Impermanence, interconnectedness, and simplicity, Buddha answered, his voice steady as the rhythm of the universe. Simplicity, I murmured, the concept wrapping itself around my mind with unexpected strength. But how can simplicity hold complexity? I asked. Simplicity is the essence within complexity, the thread that unites every fragment into wholeness, Buddha replied. It holds no contradictions. His gaze softened as he placed the stone into the stream, watching the water embrace it gently. The stream neither resists nor clings to the stone, yet both coexist in harmony, Buddha said. His teachings painted vivid scenes within my mind, urging me to see beyond division. How does one coexist in harmony? I asked. By recognizing the unity within diversity, Buddha said. Every form is connected, every action interwoven, every existence purposeful. His words illuminated an intricate web, one I felt tangibly yet struggled to comprehend fully. What is our purpose within this web? I wondered aloud. Buddha smiled, his gaze shifting toward the distant horizon, where the sky melted into the earth's embrace. Purpose is neither singular nor static. It evolves through awareness and compassion, he said. His answer carried the softness of the breeze and the strength of a storm, and if one feels their purpose is lost? I asked, vulnerable to the truths awaiting me. Buddha replied, purpose is not found, it is revealed, unveiled like the sun emerging from darkness. His analogy stirred something deep within me, like forgotten dreams awakening. The sun doesn't ask for recognition, yet it serves all equally, Buddha said. Likewise, purpose serves existence, not ego. His words humbled me, grounding my wandering thoughts and aspirations in universal truths. How does one serve existence? I asked. Through love unbounded and action undivided, Buddha replied. Service flows naturally when one dissolves divisions within themselves. His teachings were both challenging and comforting, urging me to release attachments and embrace wholeness. Master, releasing is difficult, I confessed. Difficulty reveals effort, and effort reveals growth, Buddha said. Growth unfolds in its own time, requiring neither haste nor delay. His presence steadied my trembling spirit, each word creating space for patience and acceptance. And what sustains growth? I asked. Buddha's gaze turned toward the Bodhi tree's towering branches, their leaves absorbing the sun's golden rays. Sustenance comes from understanding. Every root nourishes, every branch reaches, every leaf connects, he said. I observed the tree, its magnificence holding countless lessons. This tree thrives through interconnection, just as we thrive through unity, Buddha said. Unity sustains all forms, weaving their existence. His explanation enriched my awareness, opening pathways within me I never knew existed. What if one feels disconnected? I asked. Disconnection arises not from separation, but from the illusion of separation, Buddha explained. Unity is ever present, waiting to be recognized. His wisdom enveloped me, carrying the essence of renewal within each syllable. I asked, how does one recognize unity? Through mindfulness, rooted in observation and compassion, Buddha said. Unity reveals itself naturally when one ceases to resist what is. His answer was timeless, bridging the gaps between my scattered thoughts and insecurities. And what if one resists? I inquired. Resistance holds lessons, urging awareness to soften its edges, Buddha said. Even resistance serves existence, as every form unfolds purposefully. His teachings flowed seamlessly, resonating with truths too profound to grasp entirely. Master, I seek clarity, I admitted. Clarity is not sought, but nurtured, Buddha replied. It emerges through stillness and observation, reflecting the essence of truth itself. His words shimmered in the morning air, untouched by doubts and hesitation. What is the essence of truth? I asked. Truth is unwavering yet fluid, encompassing all without exclusion, Buddha said. It holds no boundaries, no opposites, no conditions. His teachings carried me beyond dualities, revealing the vast expanse of existence. How does one embody truth? I asked. Through living mindfully, embracing impermanence, and serving with love, Buddha answered. Truth blossoms through practice and patience, not force. His wisdom offered an anchor to my restless thoughts, urging me toward simplicity and understanding. Master, what is love's role? I questioned. Love is the thread binding every fragment into wholeness, Buddha said. It transcends conditions, transforming existence into harmony. His answer resonated deeply. like the hum of the universe itself. But what if love falters? I asked. Love falters only within perception, never within essence, Buddha said. Its essence remains intact, awaiting recognition and nurture. His gaze returned to the stream, observing its effortless flow amidst obstacles. Let love flow like the stream, Buddha said. Unobstructed, unconditioned, unending. The day's light shifted, marking the passage of this timeless dialogue between teacher and seeker. I bowed deeply, my heart embracing Buddha's wisdom. Master, your teachings reside within me now, I said. Buddha smiled, his presence embodying love, clarity, and timeless truth. Thank you for watching. Buddha's teachings are always with you. Subscribe to our channel and we will see you in the next video.